Sacred Soul Sanctuary presents Soul Healing Poetry. Assalamu alaikum, dear souls, and peace to every soul who has found their way here. In the name of the one who softens, opens, and awakens the human heart. Welcome to Soul Healing Poetry. I am Ghulama Mustafa, and this is a space for gentle reflection, spiritual nourishment, and the healing whispers of Rumi poetry. Here, the heart is invited to speak, and the soul is invited to listen.
Welcome back, dear souls, to episode 24. I'm so grateful you're here. Whether you're joining me from today, or whether you're walking beneath an open sky, making tea in your kitchen, or driving, or simply seeking a quiet moment to breathe, I am so grateful you are here. The poetry of Mawlana Rumi has travelled through centuries, carrying reminders that somehow still find us exactly when we need them. His words often bring us back to something we have forgotten, something quieter than achievement, something deeper than rushing, the soul. So today, I want to sit with one beautiful image that appears again and again through spiritual poetry, the image of the garden. And Mawlana Rumi writes, "The garden of the world has no limits except in your mind." I love this image because gardens do not hurry, gardens do not compare, and gardens do not bloom all at once. And perhaps our inner lives were never meant to either. So today, we're stepping gently into the garden within, the quiet landscape inside ourselves, the forgotten dreams, the joy we have neglected, the beauty we have overlooked, the part of us that's still learning to bloom. Together, we are going to explore what we have been watering within ourselves: fear or possibility, comparison or wonder, pressure or gentleness. And as always, we will leave space to breathe, to reflect, to listen, not only to poetry, but to the quiet wisdom already living inside of you. So take one slow breath, arrive fully, and let us begin. So the garden I want to speak about is not the one outside of you, it's the one inside you, cultivating, the one we sometimes forget exists, the quiet landscape of our inner world. Your hopes, your creativity, your joy, your dreams, your tenderness, your spirit. And there's a line often attributed to Mawlana Rumi: "The garden of the world has no limits except in your mind." I want us to wander through those words together today, not rushing it, not analysing it, but just like people walking slowly through a beautiful garden, noticing, pausing, listening, because I think many of us, including myself, have forgotten how to notice. We live quickly, we move quickly, we scroll quickly, we answer quickly, we survive quickly. But souls don't bloom quickly. Gardens certainly do not. The garden of the world. I love that image because a garden isn't built through force. It isn't rushed. A gardener doesn't stand over a seed shouting, "Grow faster, grow faster." I mean, imagine that. Standing over a tiny rose seed saying, "Come on, hurry up. What? Why aren't you blooming yet?" And somehow this is exactly how we speak to ourselves. I should be further ahead. I should have healed by now. I should know what I'm doing. I should have accomplished more. I should be more confident. I should be more successful. More. But nature speaks differently. The oak tree doesn't compare itself to the lavender. The sunflower does not apologize for taking up space. And the jasmine doesn't rush another flower opened sooner. Everything unfolds according to its design. Everything blooms according to its season. And maybe, just maybe, you're allowed to do the same. I want to ask you something. What part of your life feels rushed right now? Where are you demanding growth before gentleness? Where are you asking yourself to bloom without first giving yourself sunlight? There's something also beautiful about gardens, because no gardener expects flowers every single day. They're seasons, periods of quiet, times when nothing appears to be happening, yet beneath the surface, roots deepen, strength builds, life prepares. And we forget this, especially when life feels ordinary, especially when progress feels invisible. Maybe you've been building strength quietly. Maybe you've been learning boundaries, learning rest, learning softness, learning courage, and learning to trust yourself again. Those things matter. Roots matter. Invisible growth matters. Mawlana Rumi says, the garden of the world has no limits, no limits. I wonder, how many limits have we inherited? How many thoughts have become walls? I'm too old. I'm too late. I'm not creative. I'm not interesting enough. I'm not spiritual enough. I'm too quiet. I'm too much. I'm not enough. Who planted those thoughts? And who keeps watering them? Because gardens grow what we nourish. Feed fear, and fear grows. Feed comparison, and comparison grows. Feed gratitude, and gratitude grows. Feel wonder, wonder grows. Feed kindness, and kindness grows. Feed joy, and joy grows. Perhaps tending our inner garden begins there. Not perfection, attention. What are you watering? If your inner world were a garden, what would be blooming right now? And gently, without judgment, what feels neglected. I think adulthood can make us forget joy, real joy, not achievement, not productivity, but joy. Children understand this naturally. Children stop to look at the clouds, the birds, the flowers growing through cracks in pavements, rain puddles, shadows on walls, and tiny discoveries. Wonder belongs naturally to them. Then life happens. Responsibilities, heartbreak, bills, schedules, disappointment. And slowly, without noticing, we begin living inside our minds more than our lives. We forget beauty. And we stop noticing. We stop listening. But wonder never disappears. It waits patiently, quietly, like seeds beneath winter soil. I wonder, what brings your soul alive? Not what impresses people, not what looks successful, but what genuinely brings life into your spirit. Tea in silence, poetry, gardening, long walks, painting, prayer, birds, writing, sunlight through the windows, laughter, cooking, sitting near water, conversations that feel like home. When was the last time you gave yourself permission to enjoy something without earning it? What makes your soul breathe easier? What makes time disappear? And what reminds you you are alive? Beloved soul, there are unopened flowers inside you. There are dreams waiting quietly. There are songs unsung. There are colors unseen. There are possibilities still sleeping beneath old stories. Do not mistake waiting for emptiness. Spring arrives slowly. Light returns gradually. Trust what is unfolding. I think some of us are waiting to become different before allowing ourselves joy. I'll rest when, I'll celebrate when, I'll begin when, I'll be happy when. But life keeps moving, seasons keep changing, and the garden keeps growing. What if joy belongs here too, not only at the destination, but here, now, in ordinary moments? A warm drink, a fresh sheet, a kind message, wind moving through the trees, someone remembering your name. Perhaps sacred things arrive quietly. What beauty have you overlooked this week? And what small joy deserves your attention? Maybe tending your inner garden this week looks simple. More rest, less comparison, more sunlight, less pressure, more gratitude, less rushing, more presence, less perfection. Maybe blooming isn't becoming someone else. Maybe blooming is becoming more fully yourself. And here's a little poetic reflection on Mawlana Rumi's line. Inside you, there are forests of possibilities. There's rivers of tenderness. There are gardens waiting patiently. for your attention. You do not need to become extraordinary. You only need permission to bloom as yourself. And let that poem sink in for a while. Before we close, I love to end with a gentle breathing practice. If you're driving, keep your eyes open. Otherwise, soften your gaze or close your eyes if comfortable. Place one hand over your heart and one hand over your stomach. Allow your shoulders to soften and take a slow breath in through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold gently. Now exhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. As you're inhaling, imagine the warm golden light entering your inner God. So inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you exhale for 4, you release pressure, release rushing, release comparison. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time. We're going to breathe in. And as we breathe in, we're going to welcome joy. And as we breathe out, we're going to release what no longer nourishes you. So breathe in through the nose for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And breathe out for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now take one more breath and imagine the sunlight falling across your inner garden. Imagine flowers opening. Imagine roots growing stronger. And imagine your soul remembering. It does not need to hurry, and whisper gently to yourselves, there's a beauty growing within me. So breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 4. And exhale through the mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take one gentle breath in and exhale. Slowly return. Gently open your eyes and place your both hands near the heart. As we come to the end of today's episode, I want to leave you with this reflection from Mawlana Rumi. The garden of the world has no limits except in your mind. Perhaps the limits we experience are not always found outside of us. Sometimes they live quietly within, old stories, in fear, in comparison, in beliefs that whisper that life belongs to someone else. I'm not capable enough. I could never do that. But what if possibility has always been there, waiting quietly, like seeds beneath the soil, waiting for light, waiting for trust, waiting for courage. A garden does not force itself to bloom. It simply reaches towards what nourishes life. And perhaps we are not so different. There may be dreams within you waiting for permission, creativity waiting to be expressed, joy waiting to be welcomed back, possibilities waiting to be watered. This does not mean life has no challenges. It does not mean difficult seasons disappear, but perhaps today offers us a gentle invitation to notice what we are watering, to loosen the grip of fear, to become curious about possibilities again, and to trust that growth can happen slowly and quietly and beautifully. As you move through your week, maybe carry this question with you. What part of my inner garden is asking for attention right now? Take beauty seriously. Take joy seriously. Trust your unfolding. And remember, there may be far more growing within you than you realize. Take gentle care of your hearts. And until next Friday, keep tending the garden within.
As we come to the end of this sacred moment, let your heart carry what you felt today. And join me next Friday for another journey into the soul. More Mawlana Rumi poetry, more whispers, more guidance for the heart. Until then, keep following the light within.